Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. And I relocated my coat rack and didn't get far enough, so we have leave instead of believe. It's there. I'll get it fixed one of these days. So, as you can tell, I'm back in my own digs. I spent much of the time yesterday once I got home. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome. Glad you're here. Sorting out all of the things that were forthcoming in our little adventure in Sun Prairie. Had an awesome time. I got to show you some of the fun. So I got a bag of, to me it looked like crystals. Good morning, Beth. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. And I got to show you my favorite one. I think it's Sodalite. Not sure, but I think it's Sodalite. And, little tiger eye, all kinds of cool stuff. So I've got them all sitting on my desk in the way. So now I need to figure out how to, I think I'll just get a little bowl and stick them all in there. But I was so excited. That was a fun find. So today we have a card from the Earth Magic deck. Stephen D. Farmer. There's Mother Earth. Good morning. Good morning. Glad she's here too. So let's start with some tapping and some breath. Just some grounding in through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes, I really enjoyed. It was such fun just hunting to see what was out there. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you are here. Got a couple of pieces of studio pottery, which I love collecting pottery. Good morning, Mel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Abigail, for the rainbow and the sunshine and the sunrise. It's light here, but it's overcast. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do today. I didn't bother looking yet. Just settling into right here, right now. I do know I'm going to be doing some journaling because I haven't taken the opportunity the last several days, and I feel like there's stuff ready to be on the page. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody jumping in here. This is good. And our card for today, for those of you who have the deck, it's New Moon Promise. A little sliver of a moon there. You can also see a star right under the word promise, or planet, who knows. So let's see what it says. New Moon Promise. Gazing at the sliver of the new moon, smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and waters with its tinge of luminescence as the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus. Okay, it's Venus. There we go. Named after the Roman goddess of love. This is a time for manifestation, beginnings, and renewal, with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of her light as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that has recently encompassed her. It is a promise that has been kept for as long as she has existed, which was well before we existed, right? So here's the part where it's speaking directly to us. This is the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for a later date. Any of you have some of those put aside for a later date things? Yeah. With your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is all ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into your full awareness. Let's take a breath on that. That your subconscious is fertile ground for those seeds that have been planted, and now the promise of one of them breaking through the surface. The next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. So, and again, When those things get overwhelming, like, wow, that's a big idea or a major project or whatever, what's the next best step? One step. It might be Googling something. It might be making a phone call. It might be moving one item from one place to another. You don't have to do the whole staircase at once. You're not doing a leap to the bottom of the stairs. You're doing a step by step. And many of us get really caught up in that end result is so far away that we believe it's unattainable. But we're merely meant to go a step at a time, one step at a time. Sometimes it's preparatory for one step. However small a movement you need to make so that it does get made, but it moves you in the direction you want to go. And this can be about anything. This can be about clutter clearing. Spring is a great time for clutter clearing. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a course that's on my website that you can purchase, where I walked a group of people through a really awesome clutter clearing process. And it was a multiple week process. So now it's condensed into a program. But the gist behind it was that it took off. Rather than it just being about clearing physical clutter from your world, it became clearing mental clutter and emotional clutter and spiritual clutter, really freshening up. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? Who do I want to be? Etc., etc. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out at my website, empowermentandpurpose.com. And it's under the, let me think, trying to remember which tab it's under. I don't have very many tabs, so you won't have to look hard to find it. Also, my birthday special is still going on, so if you would like to do some coaching with me, I have a 3-session package and an 8-session package on special right now through my birthday, which is the 6th, midnight. So check that out too. No harm in checking, right? So, and tomorrow, right? Am I right? Yes, I am right. Tomorrow is our Unity Cafe. So that is a Zoom at 7 a.m. Central Time, where a bunch of you just join me for an hour and we talk about whatever's on our mind. Usually we try to find something positive that we can uplift and grow into and build and support each other when we're going through the gnarly stuff that comes forth in life. So if you'd like to join us and you aren't already on that mailing list, just send me an email, bonnie@empowermentandpurpose.com, and let me know you'd like me to send you the link for the Zoom tomorrow morning at 7, where we do an hour of virtual coffee. So there we are. There we are. Promise. New moon promise. What right now would you like to breathe some life into? What right now is maybe an inkling, the setting of the sun, the showing of the moon, what's just an inkling. It's not fully formed yet. And breathing some life into that. Maybe you spend some time doing some journaling. What would it be like if? And then talk about it. If you're further along in the process, you may want to use one of my favorite Jim Rohn tools, which is, I'm so happy and grateful now that. And then you write as if that thing is already accomplished. It's so helpful. A, because it fills your soul, and B, because you may run into a point where you're like, I don't even know what to write at this point. That lets you know where your stuck point is. Stay right there. Breathe. It's like holding a yoga pose. You go to the edge of your comfort level, and then you just hold and breathe there. And then you see if you can move a little further, and you breathe there. But it's not pushing past where those boundaries are. Those boundaries are there for a reason. We listen to our body, right? So this is listening to that new promise. What is waiting in our subconscious mind to be, to have life breathed into it? And you may not know yet, and that's okay. Just see if you feel any of the inklings, the stirrings from within. So that's our card for today. New moon, promise. I gotta show you the back of the card too. I love the backs of these cards. They are just awesome. And actually this little bird here saw one just like it on the pond down by my sister. So very cool. All right. Have an awesome Saturday. Have some contemplative time. Do some of the things that you really want to do. Not just what you ought to do, should do, must do, the laundry, the blah, blah. What do you want to do? What would be enjoyable? I might take a drive. Not sure where. Might let the vehicle decide where we're going and just see what comes up. So, see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.